left, there's a field on the right, and that's where this one is.
Okay.
And then this one was the.
This is the one.
They actually. There's been 5. 1938 is this one up here.
Okay.
And then that stayed up there as it exists until 1975. When this one was
Okay.
And then this building was renovated in 2011. Yeah. So then remember the other one was 1700, but that's not up here. So this is the one. Let me get my head straight here. So these two are on the same property. So this was the 4th. This was the 3rd and the 4th Washington High School. This is the 5th. So this would have been the 2nd.
This is the one up the road.
And this is the
That's
one.
where the county offices are. You
Yeah,
go pay
so
your
this one's
trash
down.
there.
That's down this street by Kobe's family in the
Second
field.
one.
This is the one down by
The health
department.
So this is the first one.
Something like somewhere in
I
there.
thought this one
You
was
correct.
down in Westover.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
like Signpost Road.
Exactly.
Or okay. But it's gone.
Right.
And there's
And I
nothing
don't know
there
where
at
that one
all.
was.
That's down by Colby's parents' house on the right.
Right down there.
Behind the propane.
Oh.
So that when this burnt down, they took the nails out of there to use to build
Why
this
do you
one.
know all this?
He's the man.
Because
Social studies person.
I research.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let me get in it.
No.
Scraggly looking.
Blue.
Those are Washington hawthorns, which were obviously purposely put there to reflect the name.
Trees. I'm watching.
And then that academy bench over there. Hold on, because I don't want to be false here.
Okay.
But it mentioned how they were excited that this was the land of a former church. And somewhere I did the research on the church, and I found that the church raised revenue on the backs of slaves. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty good about this stuff.
Okay.
But it's just like weird layers of history here, which kind of is hurtful in a way, but at the same time, it's got.
I mean, yeah. So this is from
I think that's
1892.
1892.
this church. Is a staple. This is the health department. There's also a child advocacy center here. But apparently the very first Washington High School was somewhere. So you went to Somerset High School, which was, where was this?
Princess Anne on UMES campus.
Okay. So he said something about UMES had at Kai Hall.
There you go.
So
That
that's
was Kai
where,
Hall was named after Somerset. After Somerset closed down, the university bought the building. Somerset was still there. It became Somerset Junior High School. And then all the upperclassmen moved to Washington High School, which was all white school.
okay. Which was an all-white school.
Yeah, Washington High at that time was all white school, yeah.
Okay. And this is the old one down the road?
Going through Princess Anne with the government offices.
Okay.
That was Washington High School.
Okay. So was that, he said something about they had to rebuild it. You know anything about that?
You be at Washington High School?
Yeah. Like on the same lot, I
All
guess.
that I know is they just added some prefab buildings, but the school
Okay.
was still there, yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about, so Woodson, so there was a black school.
Washington High School was Somerset, yes.
Woodson High School and Somerset High School.
Yeah, both black schools in the county.
Oh, snap. Okay. So that was the area down there. And then Woodson High, they integrated and
With
moved
Christian
to Chrisfield. Okay.
And I can tell you when they integrated my high school, because I was involved in the civil rights work.
Right.
I did out here. That's why would they keep the name Washington High School? They need to change that.
Oh.
And Woodson went to Christian, and we went to Washington High School. So we lost the complete identity for the black schools. So they made them junior high school. That's why the name is Somerset Intermediate. So it dominoed. That's why the name is Somerset Intermediate after Somerset.
Okay. So Somerset High School. So Somerset High School is black.
Woodson was black.
Woodson black in Chrisfield. Somerset High School integrated and
Washington
came
High
to
School.
Washington. Woodson closed down, right?
Huh?
They closed down and moved into
Yeah. But they made them middle schools.
Washington and made the old ones.
Yeah.
So Somerset
Woodson
became
middle schools.
SIS and Woodson was middle.
But Somerset was still in existence.
Got it.
Until they built Somerset Intermediate.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what Mr. B was saying. He was at Somerset, or he worked at
Yes, it is.
the old one, and then they were building a new one. Because he said it was poor, like roaches.
It was strange.
Oh Lord. This is Chrisfield Academy and High School. There was a parent that I talked to a couple years ago, about 6 years ago. She was telling me a story about when she was a girl, because she went to the black school. And one day she was walking home, and there was a car that was following her. And she had to like climb in one of the ditches. Like she knew they were following her, and then she ended up needing to climb inside of the ditch so that they didn't like hit her. So when I first moved to the shore, I was teaching, and I quit. Came down to Somerset County to be a sub for the rest of the year. 2016, I think it was. So in 2017, I was subbing, and I got moved up to a 101. And my 101, he ended up coming to the alternative school. This was the alternative school. So this is where it was. Originally, this was a school for students with disabilities. So they would come here. I know inside they have like life skills things. Like, you know, they have a kitchen, so they did things like that. Or they had a laundry room, so they like could wash clothes and things like that. But this was the building that I worked at. And the alternative schools, they all shut down, and now those students are in, they're housed actually in the schools now. So this building is new. Oh, they got a store up there and everything. This is Somerset County Technical High School. This building, I want to say, is maybe 3 years old. I don't know, maybe 4 years old. It's fairly new. And then this is the Board of Education. You can see how old this building is looking. But that's the board. Right. We used to have shop classes over here. SIS, Somerset Intermediate School. So this is grade 6 and 7. For Somerset Intermediate, they house students from both Princess Anne and Crisfield. So they have elementary, high school in Crisfield. They have elementary, high school in Princess Anne, but for 6 and 7. So there was a school, Yule School. I was told that it was a white school. Don't really have much information. I know that it still shows up as a school. It says that it's here, so I'm assuming before this middle school came, this is where the building was, or in the area. So this is the old Washington High therapy. Do you know when the academy came to Washington? Oh, that's recent.
Recently. I want to say 2003, 2006, or 2010. I don't know the exact date.
Okay.
It's a relatively new concept.
Okay.
And again, my problem is, why do you have 6th and 7th graders from Crisfield and the Princess Anne area, or northern area, going to Somerset Intermediate? Then soon they get out of that school, they go right back to the same high school. It doesn't make not logical. Doesn't make sense.
That's correct. I agree.
Doesn't make sense.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah, because they did not want to close Crisfield. I was on a committee with a guy named Dr. Horn, who was superintendent in 1989. And we had a group of people from the community, and we all voted to build one centralized high school. And it was supposed to be in Westover.
Yeah.
So some of the powers to be changed the plans through a backdoor meeting. So they made it Somerset Intermediate. Thought they were appeasing the public. But your political figures in Crisfield, political figures up here were clashing. They did what was best for the county. They served those individuals, they all dead now.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh my.
So this is how we end up in the situation we in.
So they go there, 6, 7, and then they split.
And then separate. What kind of stuff is that?
What about, so Deal Island?
That's a completely different animal. Go ahead.
I don't know how deep I want this paper to be. I just know I want.
But I'm ready to answer the question you want to ask.
I want you to tell me whatever you want to tell me. Where are we at? 12:46. All right. So, well, I don't really know too much about Deal Island. I know I have my feelings about Deal Island. My feelings are, I know it's them down there. I don't know who they are because I've never been there. But I know that they come here. My problem, I guess, as a teacher and a parent of people that are in Princess Anne, I like my people to be in Princess Anne. And I feel like, especially a lot of educators, they send their children to Deal Island as if that's the cream of the crop. Oh, I'm pretty sure why. But what does that say about Princess Anne?
It's still a racist and bigoted community.
Would you say county?
The whole county. Yes.
All right, let's go. This is Princess Anne Elementary School. This is my baby's school. This is where my babies go. This is pre-K 3 to 1st grade or 2nd grade. This is Greenwood Elementary School, which is 3 to, no, what is this? I think it might be 2nd grade to 5th grade. No, it might be 3rd grade to 5th grade. Greenwood Elementary School. Let's go on. All right. What I know about principals, because when I came to Somerset, I was a sub. I was here a lot, but then Mr. B moved me to a 101, and I was at Marion,
Okay.
the alternative school.
I remember.
So Hankerson was there. Johnson was there. So I know Hankerson was here.
Okay.
He was the principal. Johnson was here as the principal. I need all of it. Okay, so I think I want my documentary to be a little bit about the area, and then I'm gonna go into the history of the school and how we got here. So Yule was a white school. There was another. No, we already talked about that. That was. I swore. Okay, so I swore this lady said it was like another black elementary school.
All right. We had Greenwood, hit Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon.
Westover.
Okay. There was an elementary school?
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of elementary schools.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's it.
goodness. Was there anything in Chrisfield?
I'm trying to think of the name of the schools.
There was something. What did she say?
I could not think of the
And I can't even. I tried to reach out. I couldn't even think of her name. Somebody said they think her first name is Faye. They don't know the last
Faye.
name. She was a para at Woodson, but this
Laverne
is like,
Johnson.
who is it?
Laverne Johnson.
Laverne Johnson.
She's a city councilman now, Christopher daughter. Teaches at Christopher High School now. Jeanette.
Okay. Samuel Chase. Oh yes. Oh my. All right. So everything closed. We integrated. Can you tell me about Tickle Mansion?
Tico Mansion. There had been a number of rumors about what was going on at Tico Mansion. So I joined the Tico Mansion Society
Oh.
because I wanted to find out for myself. Yes, they did harbor slaves in the building. But the slaves were sold beside Pastor Jackson's church,
Beside.
Metropolitan. Yeah, there was a slave auction block beside the church. And that's where they sold the slaves.
So are you talking about the lot
Huh?
across the street or
No, not
right
beside,
next?
maybe beside. And
Oh, Jesus.
again, there's so many rooms. I want to check on myself. There's a
Okay.
cellar. People said there are chains I've never been in because they got it bricked off. Got bricked off so you can't get in. And what they did to try and preserve it, they used to recruit kids in our community to dress as slaves.
No.
To dress as slaves for old President days. And so they stopped that after various protests. Yeah.
Wait, you know what year this was?
When they stopped old President days, yeah, it's been about
Oh, Princess Anne days. That's what they called it.
I think they stopped for 2012 when they stopped old President days.
2012.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was called Old Princess Anne Days. No,
We
not
did exhibit.
2012.
See, I have
Jesus.
renovated an old baseball field that was 100 years old. And we had our program during the same time that old President days were gone. And we had a number of visitors. I'd say close to 200. And the houses that, the historic houses there in Princess Anne, very few people went in them. And I said that to be the people, they see it every year. You need something new to bring people to this day. and they shut it down. It's around 2012. So no more old prison days.
Oh God. Okay. This place, Tickle Mansion. Where can I park? Jesus, I'm out here walking. A Tickle Mansion. So, I don't know. I think that's an outhouse, right? Right? Crazy. You can see candles. I don't know. I know that they used to have, wow. There's a folder, old Princess Anne days. Okay. This is the place. Tickle Mansion. I know they try to preserve it, have the upkeep of it. Look at this. It just kind of reeks of slavery. You can see just the way it is. It just looks like being a slave. Yes. This is really crazy. This restoration has been supported also by the following private, nonprofit sources and state programs. So they are committed to the upkeep of this building. This building that used to house slaves. I made a post, made a story before about, look at this. This is Rotten Pass. You could probably, this is Rotten Pass. You can feel the cries of ancestors. I know what this building is. I'm walking around here. I don't like to see. Tree. I wish I could see inside. I know that one of my sorors in Cambridge was mad because they used to do the tours where students would have to come, you know. It would be a school trip. They would come here. They would tell the stories. They wouldn't tell it right. She was wondering why they still had trips to this place. Can you say that again?
What's that?
What did you just say?
During World War II, they captured German soldiers. They trained them and brought them into Princess Anne and had the barracks for them. And when they visited Princess Anne on weekends, they lived and ate better than the residents, black residents. They could go into restaurants, while the black residents could not. And this is from my father, who was a Marine vet, and my uncle, who was an Army vet.
Yeah.
So, and there might be, it was in one of the books, I can't think, but you get some reading to do.
What about Washington Inn? How was that?
At one time, they won't allow blacks in.
Yeah.
Period. I guess over the last, we'd have filed some lawsuits against them. As a matter of fact, the son of the previous owner married my neighbor, a white girl from where I was born in Oakville. And he was always a nice guy. But his mother was anti-black. And we did a young lady came down from UMES, homecoming, and made reservations at Washington with a credit card. She said, wait.
Yeah.
So she came down, had bags packed. The owner said, "Who are you?" She said, "Miss So-and-so, I made reservation." She said, "Now here you then." I said, "Remember, I got a receipt." She said, "Look, that seat's no good. We full. And so she said, "I stay." So she filed a lawsuit, and it was thrown out.
It was thrown out.
Yeah, matter of fact, she had a set of twins at UMES at that time.
Oh my gosh.
So the story here to Washington High is true. Now, whether Joey Washington slept that night, I don't know. That's not been verified.
Whether he what?
Whether he slept at the Washington Inn, it hasn't been verified.
Oh, because that's what they use as a story, right?
That's wrong, yeah.
Lord.
Recruit him to it. He may have, but I've not found anything in writing
Yeah.
or in the pictures
Yeah.
that say he slept there. This has been, and I guess that's why I stayed, because I am just willing to make change, trying to make change.
Yeah.
And but all those with law degrees and other leadership positions left. We are the poorest.
We are the poorest county.
And so,
Jesus. Okay. We are the poorest.
Only reason, yeah, UMES, which elevates us somewhat. But my problem is this, and I tell the class all the time, I'm sick and tired of going to meetings. And there's here from Kirk Hall. He lives in that poor county of Somerset. All the kids still getting free lunch. That's an insult to me. This is 2023.
Exactly.
And our kids are still receiving the handouts. You know, the motto is for Somerset County?
Small but mighty.
Summer Edom. That's that massive board of education. You know.
What is it?
The motto is Summer Edom, always the same. We need to change it.
Who's going
And
to
they're not making any initiatives to elevate the people of color. And most people of color are scared to speak up.